a local band, the Scenic Route. How are you guys?
Doing good.
Good. This is Rachel Crozier and Jonathan Hohl. Rachel is the lead singer, Jonathan is the guitarist. So how long have you guys been doing this band together? We'll let Rachel answer first.
Well, I originally started the band back in high school, so I've been doing it about 10 years now.
Wow, okay.
But Jonathan's pretty new. Obviously, I'll let him explain a little bit.
I've just basically got introduced to the band. Like I moved in January, and that's when that's when I met everyone. And
all right, great. Rachel, why don't you go ahead and explain who else is in the band and what kind of music you play as well?
Well, we are a 6-piece band all together. We have another guitarist, Steve, our drummer, Josh, our bassist, Allison, and then a keyboardist, Matthew.
All right, great. And what kind of music do you play?
We play a whole mix of stuff, but I always just kind of say pop rock because that fits most of our genres.
Right. And are you mostly original? Do you play covers? What kind of things do you guys do?
We really do 50-50,
Okay.
only because, it's a lot easier to get hired playing covers. So, we do that to help fund the original side.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. So have you put albums out before?
Yeah, we put out a couple albums. We're actually in the middle of releasing a new album single by single right now.
Okay.
And this would be our third or fourth full studio album at this point.
Nice. Yeah, I heard you have a new single coming out. Do you want to talk about your new single?
Yeah, it actually just got released the other week. It's called Don't Bite, a nice little rock song. It's got a pretty cool riff. Steve and John do a great job on it.
Nice.
And yeah, it's available on the streaming platforms with our other music.
What streaming platforms do you have music on so people can find you guys?
Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Music, and Apple Music.
All right, perfect. Well, we'll do a few more questions after the song, but why don't we go into the song next? And the song is called Same Old Ghosts. And do you want to share anything about the song before you guys go ahead and play and sing?
Well, this song is actually a little older, but we just did a new version of it for our new album because it's a fan favorite and also kind of our local hit.
Oh, nice.
It's been played on the Summit a lot, Alternation, things like that. And it's just a favorite of ours. So since it's so old, we want to kind of do a new version of it.
Yeah, revamp it a little bit.
Yeah, revamp it, exactly.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Go for it.
This house is haunted by the ghost of my mistakes, and I am surrounded, and they remind me every day. They're creeping in the kitchen, they pass me in the hall, they crowd into my bedroom, they pass right through the walls, and honestly I think they'll be here till my dying day. It's the same old ghost that haunt me, and I'll never get away. The same old ghost, it's the same old ghost. Same old ghost, it's the same old ghost. The same old ghost, it's the same old ghost. The same old ghost, it's the same old ghost. This They're creeping in the kitchen. They pass me in the hall. They crowd into my bedroom. They pass right through the walls. And honestly, I think they'll be here till my dying day. It's the same old ghost that haunt me, and I'll never get away. Ooh. Oh. No. It's the same old ghost. It's the same old ghost. Same old ghost. It's the same old ghost. Same old ghost. It's the same old ghost. The same old ghost. It's the same old ghost.
Nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a really cool song. I can see why people really enjoy it.
Thank you.
Fun. Yeah, speaking of that, what's your writing process like when you guys write a new song? Do a couple of you write together? Do you guys collaboratively write as a band? What does that look like?
Well, we always try to get as many people together to write together. I just work better with, two heads is better than one kind of mentality.
Yeah, sure.
I work better with a lot of other people. I am not fantastic at instruments, so usually what I do is I hang out with the really great instrumentalists, and we bounce some ideas off of each other, and then I kind of take it back and then write melodies and lyrics to it,
Right.
and then we all bring it back together and start working out the kinks. Yeah, exactly.
No, that's great. That's so much fun. So have you always had a passion for music? I'll let you answer that, and then you can pass the mic over to Jonathan.
Definitely. I just enjoy really all creative walks of life in general, music, dance, fashion, all that stuff. But it might sound silly, but music just makes me really happy. It really doesn't matter what mood I'm in.
Silly.
Getting out and performing and having a good time will
Yeah.
put me in a great mood. And I also come from a family of musicians, so I'm natural inclination towards music in general, basically.
Right, absolutely. All right, Jonathan, I'll let you answer that too.
Well, originally I was forced to play music when I was. Oh, sorry.
A little closer. We want to hear you.
Originally, I was forced to play music when I was a kid because my dad used to play in an orchestra, and he basically told me,
You have
I think,
to.
yeah, basically, I think I started when I was 6 or something. They told me you had to pick an instrument, and when you're 6, you don't really have an idea of what music is.
Right.
So I picked a piano, and after a little while, I was like, I think the guys with the long hair that plays the guitar, that's pretty fucking cool, actually. so that's what I picked up, and I just stuck to it. It's funny because I'm the only one. I have 3 brothers. They all started playing music as well. They were all forced to do it, and then I don't know. They just didn't stick with any instruments. I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. This is great.
Right. Well, I think music is so important. I tell my kids the same thing. Both my husband and I are musicians too. So, of course, we think it's important as well. But we're like, even if you don't ever do it for your life, music is just a beautiful art form, and you can appreciate it regardless of if it's your thing that you end up sticking with, right? So we want to talk about what's coming up for you guys. You guys have a cool show the day before Halloween. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we are playing at Jilly's in Akron, obviously an Akron institution at this point. It's been around forever. But we specifically, our Halloween shows to us are always a big deal because we do coordinated costumes with the band.
It's fun.
And I always take Halloween very seriously because I love doing it.
Yes.
And any excuse to wear some kind of ridiculous outfit, I'm pretty down for. So.
Do you know what coordinated costume you're doing this year?
Not yet. We're still figuring it out. Obviously, with 6 people, it takes a little time to figure out the whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we've done Alice in Wonderland. We've done post-apocalyptic, zombies, pirates, all kinds of stuff in the past.
Cool.
But yeah, we're all going to be in costume. It's going to be very fun. And obviously, it's great to be at Jilly's.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and I know you just said you love fashion. Do you make some of those costumes, or do you kind of pull in these?
Yeah, well, actually, the shirt I'm wearing right now, I made.
Oh.
But yeah, I love tinkering with things with my hands, and so sewing and fashion has kind of become one of those things. And then, of course, obviously, I always get to wear my creations on stage, which is always very fun.
That is fun. And you guys had some cool things that you did recently, so we'll just highlight them. You just got to play at Akron Pride. What was that like?
It was very fun.
Yeah.
I have always wanted to go to all the Pride events, and I'm always working, so I never get to do it. And so finally, when they were like, well, you guys can come play, I said, well, look at that. I get to work and come to Pride anyways.
Nice. And then you had a residency at Cedar Point this summer, which I've never even heard of someone doing that. So what did that look like for you guys to go and play? You were there for a week?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a really fantastic gig. They give us room and board, and we get like food passes to the park and season passes and all those things. And then we're just there for a week, and we play multiple 20-minute sets throughout the day.
Yeah.
And it was just really fantastic. We got to work with our own personal sound tech, Maddie, who was absolutely fantastic. And the staff was so nice, and obviously you get to ride the rides.
Yeah.
And it was just really great.
Cool experience. Yeah, that sounds like a really, really neat thing to get to do. All right, so let's share your social media. If you guys have a website, any way that people can find you guys online. But then, of course, we'll talk about your streaming platforms again. Let's just make sure that everybody can find you when you're watching this interview.
Well, we do have our own website. It is scenicrouteband.com. We are most active on Facebook. If you search the Scenic Route Band on Facebook. There are also a lot of hiking groups called Scenic Route, so I would put band at the end.
Perfect.
And then we are everywhere else on all the other social media at TS Route.
Okay. All right, and we'll make sure to put all of that up for you guys as
Thank
well.
you.
Where did you get your name from?
Well, actually, it was technically my mom's idea. When I started the band way back when, we ended up getting a show with it was like a Canton lunchtime show, and they were going to run it in the repository. And so we needed a name for them to advertise us as. And so we're going over things and going over things and going over things. And my mom recommended the Scenic Route because I've always been, quirky, quote unquote. And I've always just kind of taken the long way around and done things my own way. And she said, if anything describes you, it's taking the Scenic Route. And so that just kind of always stuck. That's what it's always been like.
What's one of your favorite places that you've gotten to play with the band?
That's hard.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite places, unfortunately, they did have to close down because of COVID this year. But it was up in Cleveland called Stella's Music Room, right across from Wrigley Stadium. And I mean, again, fantastic staff, amazing place. And what you would do is you would play as they were letting out the baseball games.
Oh, that's
and they
cool.
would play the music out, so then anyone from the baseball games would come in. It was just always a really good time.
Yeah, that's so much fun. I know you haven't been here that long, but do you have a favorite place? You enjoy playing around here? Or maybe you can go broader if you want to as well.
I'll stick to America at the moment, but yeah, every time we play, we're having so much fun. I mean, there's not one place that I prefer out of every places that we've played. Definitely Cedar Point was like special.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's
It was
super special.
so, but it's not like a venue per se. So I don't know if I could count it as my favorite, but yeah, that was definitely a cool experience.
That is cool. Well, while you have the mic, since you're new to the area, do you have a favorite place that you've enjoyed going to? Like it could be a restaurant, a coffee shop, somewhere locally that you really enjoy going to?
We, I think it was last year, we went to the Spread Eagle Tavern.
Okay.
I don't remember where that is. I know it's in Ohio, it's not that far. Spread Eagle Tavern, that was fantastic.
Right,
Actually,
just have people look it up, 'cause I'm not sure where that is.
Apparently a lot of the presidents ate and slept there. It's like kind of a famous place. And yeah, that was really
fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Rachel, give us one of your favorite 330 restaurants, coffee shops, somewhere you like hanging out.
Well, in the Canton area, there is a place called Napoli's, which if you're from Canton, you absolutely know it. It is a famous Italian eatery, but specifically they have the best pizza I have ever had.
Awesome.
And I'm very picky about my pizza, but it's run by like an authentic Italian family, and it's just like, when you talk about like the perfect big giant New York slice piece of pizza, I mean, it's really great. When we have First Fridays down there, there's a line out the door because everyone wants that pizza. It's great.
I love it. All right, we'll send people to those places. I'll have to check them out. All right, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
I really, truly enjoyed your music and your song, and I hope people go ahead and check you out on all those streaming platforms as well. So Thank you guys so much for being here with us as well. We love being here back in the studio on Akron Buzz, and we hope you go check us out on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and check out our brand new Roku channel. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.